I was right. Ladies and gentlemen, I was in fact correct some time ago. This is not on footage, this is not on any screenshot that I'm willing to find because I'm a lazy bastard, and it was a year ago. But I was right. Europa has nothing. It's a moon. Yes. Okay. It is a moon around Jupiter. It has ice, and I will say it probably has water under said ice. But I was right to doubt that hoe in one sense. Those goddamn water plumes, okay? The scientists who discovered it, 2014, that is when they discovered it. I think 2014. I actually got my facts right, shouldn't I? But I was right. There are no plumes. Okay, so like do you understand what this means? I was right. I beat NASA. I beat the ESA, the NASA, the big space guys, right? And call me crazy, call me a little crazy, but I knew it all along. Those water plumes aren't there. They literally said, "Oh yeah, those are probably from the fucking scattering of the Earth's atmosphere, you know. So no water plumes." And guess what? There were 10 times when they tried to find those water plumes in total. 3 of them turned out correct. But more on that later. Okay. Okay. So the Hubble Space Telescope. Yeah. Here's the thing: if you're off by a few pixels, then no, then you're not going to be very accurate. And they said, "Oh yeah, we were probably off by a few pixels," which they admit, and props on them for admitting it. Personally, I wouldn't have done that. I would have stuck to my pride, to my very manliness pride, but they didn't. So shout out to them scientists for that. And the sad part is that we ignored Enceladus for so long, and 2000 and something. You know what they found on Enceladus? They literally flew a spacecraft through Enceladus, through its water plumes, because it genuinely has water plumes. We detected water. There is a definite ocean underneath the ice of Enceladus. And it pisses me off that we were ignoring it so long for Europa. Europa doesn't have plumes. Hell, it might have an ocean. I'm not gonna deny that, but it 100% doesn't have plumes. I was right. I was correct all along. Enceladus was out there with its full resume. Hey guys, ocean over here, ocean over here. You guys flew through the ocean. You're still gonna talk about. Not through the ocean, through the plumes. You're still going to talk about Europa? I mean, come on. It's absurd. And guess what, you fucking whores? The plume evidence, it is gone. Out of the window. And, okay, 2014, right? They discovered the plumes, which were false, by the way, incorrect. Okay, there's other discoveries backing it up, though, maybe. You might be asking, is there? Well, as I said, out of the 10 attempts to detect said plumes, including the one where they were initially discovered in 2014, 3 of those attempts were successful. That is a 30% success rate. However, one of them, the one where they initially detected them, is wrong. So that is a 2 out of 10, that is 20%. Okay, 20% success rate, that is unacceptable. But I mean, okay, I'm not gonna deny the potential of life on Europa or its ocean moon, but we're gonna cut away to the next segment. Life on Europa? Question mark. Now, let's be quite clear. We have never found life on any other place besides Earth. Not on Europa, not on Mars, not on Enceladus, or anywhere really. However, we really cannot block out the possibility of life on Europa just due to a lack of plumes. I mean, chances are there's still an ocean underneath the icy surface of Europa. So we cannot rule it out, and by no means am I an expert on abiogenesis or anything to do with planets or biology. Hell, I'm failing biology. But life comes in a million shapes, sizes, forms, even here on Earth. Things that normally kill every single life form, such as radiation, can be found living perfectly fine, such as in Chernobyl, where fungi have developed melatonin to survive the ridiculous amounts of radiation and in fact somewhat thrive in the environment. So by no means is life possible to be ruled out on Europa up until we go there. However, the main point of this is that I was skeptical of Europa having water plumes, of Europa even having an ocean for that matter, because, well, to be quite honest, it genuinely probably does have an ocean. We've done tons of research on it, but my main problem comes that it has been overshadowing moons that genuinely do have ocean plumes and have genuine confirmed liquid water somewhere within them, as the main point is Enceladus. And we've been constantly ignoring it for Europa, and Europa, as we found out, simply does not have water plumes. There's now a full study confirming it. The scientists have confirmed that there are no water plumes there. So I think the next step is for us to go figure out what's going on with Europa and then go study Enceladus, a place where we know there's water plumes, a place where we can access it, where we can access the water easier. Now, I couldn't preface this enough, but I'm no expert, and hell, I'm failing a lot of classes. But that's mostly what I have to say regarding this. I think the lack of plumes on Europa really doesn't mean much for the feasibility of an ocean under the planet. And that's all I have to say for the day. I do need to get this over 8 minutes. And while I could keep yapping, I would much rather hand it over to Lizzy, who's an amazing content creator, and you should go check her out. Her channel will be in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. This took 3 takes, by the way.
You guys want to hear a joke? Let me just read through my book. Where should you hide during a zombie attack? The living room. Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, make sure to like, comment, and like share this video with your family, with your friends, with anyone you know, with yourself, with your alt accounts. Like, you know, you just share the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment down below. Like, OMG. But yeah, anyways, gotta make sure this video is over 8 minutes long, guys. Obviously. Anyways, hope you have a great day. Goodbye.
It's 5 a.m. now.